Okay, hello everybody. Now, if everything is okay, we should be live now. I'll wait for my viewer to update, and then I think we can start. Yes, okay, everything is going well. So that's very nice. And what I want to do in today's stream is actually edit some footage which I shot on the holiday this year, and I'm actually quite proud of all of the footage. Now this is only from one location. I actually selected three different locations. So I have this one, and this one. They're I think all in Sweden. Yeah, they're all in Sweden. And today I want to edit this location. I want to edit a nice clip out of that, and previous live stream was quite a success, so I think that I want to live stream a little bit more often, as I quite enjoy it. So I have a viewer, there we go, which is actually someone that I know. Okay, so I already edited a part of it, which was not on a stream or a video, and I created a little intro which can be used for the other two videos as well. So they're basically a sort of video template. So I have no idea. I hear myself in, I think I have my viewer audio on. Let me check this real quick. Do I hear myself? Yeah, I did hear myself. Okay, so this is a little intro that I made. It's basically a black plane which fades into 30%, so that gives a gray overlay. Then I have this text which will not be edited, and then this part over here which can be edited for the location. So now I think we should take a look at the video. Now, if everything's okay, I should be able to view it. Oh dear. I'll turn off my microphone, and then I will play the... Oops, sorry. Then I'll play the video. Okay, so that's how far I got. Now I'll have to reposition my viewer if I can. Yes, like that. That works fine. Okay. So that's how far I got with the video, and I think that we can work on. So I think what I actually want to do, because all clips, I want them to be one full beat or two full beats. This one is 2 beats, and this one is 1 beat. So I actually want to have everything 1 or 2 beats. So I'll set something up so that everything will be the same length. Now I actually got a comment. There we go. And I can just go here, go to speed and duration, and I see that this is 444. And what's this one? Should be similar, 436. 438. So I'll set something up here. In the assets I have this film overlay. What I'll do is I'll edit on top here, then set the speed and duration to 4, I'll do something in between, 42. And then I can just take the clips that I have and then make them as long as this bit over here, so they have the exact length. Now I think this was actually a nice clip. Let me check. And this is actually of some birds over here, but this clip does need some stabilizing, so I'll cut off the first part because that's always the trickiest part. And now I actually set my cutting shortcut to, instead of Shift Control D, I just set it to D because I use because I use the cut command so often. Okay, so this looks quite nice. Actually turn off the music for now because it's quite annoying in my ear. Okay, so I'll make this into a composite shot so that I can stabilize it. So this is the video. Looks quite nice actually. It only needs a bit more contrast and a little bit of grading. That's not a problem. And for stabilizing, of course, you want a dual point track. Now, what am I going to track to? I actually think that I'll use these two bushes over here, as they're quite a prominent object in the video. Now, if you want to know how to stabilize footage in HitFilm, I think I made a tutorial about it, which goes a little more in depth. And for now, we'll track forward, and you can see that the tracker actually does quite a damn good job in tracking, because the motion is not so much, it's more a little bit of shake, because this was filmed on a beach, and it was quite windy at the time. So then I'll have to create a point and transform. Wait, what the hell am I doing? I can delete that because it's stabilized. Therefore, we don't need any points. Apply, and now nothing seems to happen, but that's because we're in the layer viewer. You can see that wow, that stabilized quite well. Oh, I think I do need a point. Point, and I'll parent this one to the point. And now what I have is this piece of footage, this clip, is actually parented to the point, which means that if I change something with this point, the video actually changes as well. So that's a really handy feature. And now the bottom is moving a little bit, but that's not a problem because I have an overlay or a letterbox, so that's not so much of a problem, although I do want the video to be rotated correctly. That's the wrong yeah, that looks quite nice. Do the edges fall off? No, they don't. So I think that this actually works out quite nice. It does. It's quite stable. Now it's stabilizing in the X and Y movement, but it was rotating a little bit. So that's why you have some warping. A little bit of warping, but I can't do anything about that as I don't have warp stabilizer, and I'm not sure how well warp stabilizer would have done in this situation. So first I'll start off with brightness and contrast, and jank up the contrast a little bit. You can see that this already makes a huge difference. Because it looks like it has a sort of gray haze over it, and this takes the green colors and makes them pop a little more. Then I'll use crush blacks and whites and crush the blacks of these, I think they're geese, and I want to crush those blacks, which give which gives the footage an even intenser look in the geese and the trees itself. Hue, saturation, and lightness. I don't think they have to do too much, but I do want to jank up the green values a bit. What can we do? Now the green values don't do so much, so I think that it might be fixable over here. No, then it gives this green tinge. Never mind, I actually think that this looks quite nice. So let's see. That looks freaking awesome. I love it. So now let's check with the music if everything works out. Cool. So I am here, the beat drops, and immediately there, it cuts off, which is great because now I want to have an almost dramatic shot. This one's really funny because I actually have to walk up here, and then at the end I have to run back to get my camera because my camera was sitting on a pole. And I think this one's quite nice because if I cut off the first part of me walking into frame, I can have this, and then I can do this, but because we're here, I go to speed and duration, set this to 50%. Ah, damn it. Doesn't work that way. Ooh, yeah, you see? Those should be linked together because if the speed changes, the duration has to change as well. So now, we have this slow-mo video of me walking. So let's check if everything works out with the music. Yeah, that looks good, only this should be going down. I have the feeling that the shot sort of drifts away, and I don't know why. So I have to make this into a composite shot. And I want to stabilize this as well because the camera drifts down. Oh wait, of course, because that's okay. So for now I'll create a point over here, and then later I can stabilize that, which is what we want to do. So I'll create a new 2-point track, and the first thing I want to track is actually this lantern pole because it's quite a prominent feature, and here you can see that throughout the shot it moves. So we were correct, and now I need to find something else which is trackable that does not move, and I was kind of thinking about using one of these parts. Then I might have to do template match because I'm not sure how well it would do an optical flow. That does quite well. Okay, so here it looks like it lost track actually. I'm not sure why. Oh, that's because I ran in front of it, right? I think it is. Well, actually, if maybe if we just cut this part, and then here we have the tracker, which honestly does quite a good job. I think the bottom one doesn't, and that kind of ticks me off. Now let's see, because over here, do I cross? Yeah, I do. Wait. Yeah, I'll just cut it off over here. So then this is slowed down, and then I can work with it, I think. But why does it take the last part? That's not what I want. What? Why doesn't it take the first part? Well, I don't know. But now I don't actually move in front of this window here, which is a quite trackable thing. Now I'll cut over here. Now I can actually track this. So, wait. The tracker went away. Oh well, I'll create a new tracker. Double point and set this to the window here. And this lantern pole. And now I think that template match will work. And it seems to work quite well. Okay, so that looks really cool. Just have to go into the chat for a little bit. Then I can set this to stabilize, X, Y, and scale, and that looks pretty freaking stable if you ask me. Then I can move this here, parent this to the point, and then I'll scale this up to 102. Yeah, that works. Then you have this slow-mo clip. Which looks cool. Now I have to see if it works with the music at the end. Yep, it does. So it seems like this piece, which is I think 442 long. Yeah, so each beat is 442 long. Or beat, actually don't know what it's called, but you get what I mean. Then again, I'll use brightness and contrast and jank up the contrast quite a bit. Yes, and crush blacks and whites. These are the two things that I use the most when color grading or color correcting, actually. I use brightness, contrast, crush blacks and whites. Sometimes I'll use a color temperature, like in this case, because most of the shots actually are quite warm. This one isn't. So I want to take these cool grays and yeah, that doesn't really work like I want it to. Jank up the saturation a bit. Although if that red, I think it's a car. I'll have to live with it. Okay. So then we have this clip, only I think that we can move it down a little bit. Wait, why is this film overlay? I keep calling it film overlay. It's a letterbox. Why did the letterbox move? I didn't. I don't know. I have no idea. So now we have this, which looks cool. Yep, it does. Like the stabilization on this thing. It turned out quite well. Then I would like to have a shot of the sea, but I'm not sure which one I want. Or maybe, ooh, yeah, this one. This is a depth of field change, which I actually did in reverse. So I changed from the back to the front, and I can reverse that. I want to have this part, cut this off, and then okay. But how am I going to stabilize this? It's quite moving. Okay. First of all, I will put the speed on minus 100%. Wait, can't I reverse it? Why can't I reverse it? Or is reversing an effect? Yeah, it was. I'm so used to using Premiere where reversing is not necessary. Oh, excuse me. Where reversing is just under the speed and duration. Oh, first. Now it's quite glitchy because I'm not sure if I need to proxy this out. Yeah, I'll make this into a proxy, because that would make editing or playback a little bit faster. But for now, it seems to work fine. That looks, yeah, it looks okay. So yeah, we have some motion, but that makes it feel a little more natural. Oh, I like it. On the, like, on the half of the beat, it, the depth of field changes, so here. Yeah, I like it at this drum roll. Okay. So I'll have to move this up, if it will ever work. Yeah, there we go. So I move all of the used clips into a folder so that I know, what I've used and what I haven't. It's quite annoying that I can't see. Or maybe if I add the trimmer. I think that might work. I never use the trimmer, so I have no idea how it works. Oh well. By the way, is the video done proxying? Almost. Oh yeah, this was one where you have these birds. There were these birds flying around, and I liked the view of them flying around. Then I do have to move this up a little bit. Ah, that sucks. I might be able to paint those out though. I think I'm able to paint out those two things. Yeah, I'll have to paint them out. So we'll do that now. So that's 3-1 comp. Then I can work with this. So basically, what I'll do is copy this layer, then mask out around here. Then I want to feather a bit. And I think that I should be able to basically add this part over. Does it look weird? A little. Does it work? Well, not really over, not really over here because that part. But this works quite well. So this is what it's about. It's just painting out objects. If this is also a basic technique which is called painting out. And from a distance, it's not very noticeable. Maybe what I can do, actually, is under the temporal tab, use the, I think time displacement is the thing. Oh, wait, no, what's it called? Motion trails? That could be it. No. Nope, that doesn't work either. Well, I guess we have to stick with what we're working with then. Although I would like to make this mask match a little more. That's a little pain in the bum, but I think we managed to get it out quite nicely. Okay. So now, if we take a look, you can actually see that this paint out job. Oh no. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. So now we can start working on color correction. So brightness and contrast. Pull up the contrast with crush blacks and whites. Crush some more of those black tones in there. Then I can use hue and saturation, jank up the saturation there. So you can see that it pulls out a little bit of those green tones here. They're a little darker, but we can pull those out quite successfully. And I think that we pulled out with these effects, I think that the sky comes out better as well. I mean, we could do a sky replacement, but I don't think that that's necessary in this case. Okay, so I think that the proxy should be done. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so it seems a little, it looks like this is a little janky over there, but I'll export this real quick. So yeah, I think I want to export this first. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, so the render just finished, so I'll pull it out here. Let's see, because that looks kind of cool with the droplets like going back up. Okay, so it's not, it works better than I expected it to, but I might think, I think that it might be nice to stabilize it, but I have no idea how to do that as the camera shifts there. Oh well. Next clip. So this was tree and tree comp. The moving up system doesn't work so well. Don't know why, but for some reason it doesn't. Now we have this medium close-up of the sea. And I think that this works quite well. So this one can definitely use a little bit of contrast, and I want it to be a bit darker. Don't really like the pixelation that's going on there, but I'll have to deal with it. Because I'm not sure if the pixelation will go away if I remove this. No, it's just in the footage itself. So I've put this on 100. Oh, shoot. So I think that works. Yep, that does work. Then we can start with a new clip. And I don't think I'll be using all of them. So I'll add one more clip, and then I think it has been nice for this stream. Ooh, I like this clip. This is a nice one. So I'll add and finish up this clip here, and then I will stop the stream, because I think that half an hour of editing on the stream is more than enough. I really like the colors in this video. Why didn't I name this one though? I named all of the clips, but I didn't name this one. Well, I guess that will remain a mystery. Wait, why doesn't... like, in the Netherlands, we type with like Dutch and then with an international keyboard, so United States International Keyboard. But there's also this option for Dutch keyboard, which no one uses because every keyboard layout, or almost every keyboard layout, is this one. No one uses this one, so when it sometimes switches to the Dutch layout, then all of the characters move, which is not good. You can, wow, the water does move quite fast. So which parts am I going to stabilize? I'm not sure if tracking the windmills will work, as the blades rotate, but I can see if I can track just the center part over here, and this center part over here. Might actually work, I'm not sure. Okay, so damn it, you can see that over here it starts to pick up the motion of the blade, which is not what we want. So then I'll have to make this a little wider, track this part, and then I'll just put it on template match so that it can track those parts. I'll do the same over here, so that might work. It seems to do a good job. Cool, I just spilled a bit of water over me. That's not nice. Okay, transform, stabilize, XY rotation, scale, boom. And, okay, so it seems to have displaced the footage. Okay, so the horizon stays pretty much on the same location. Only issue is that the sides come off of the frame, which is not what we want. So I'll have to make a new point. Why can't I make a capital letter? There we go. And parent this thing to the point, and scale this to 101. I think that might even be enough, because it's only about the sides, because the letterbox basically covers up the bottom and top. Yeah, pretty much. So, as I said, I'll finish up this clip with a little bit of brightness and contrast. Now I can actually pull up the contrast quite much. It's kind of sad that I don't have the denoise feature, because I think that's in the colorist pack, which I do not yet own, so that's something that I might save for. Speaking of saving money, I actually think that I will save some money for, where did it go? For this thing over here. This is the Benro filming tripod, which is the A2573 FS4 for 290 euros. So $2 US. So that's 262 US dollars, and it honestly, I can't zoom in. That's a bit sad, but it's a really good and fluid tripod, so I actually think that that might be the next piece of gear in my arsenal. And I think that this is a good place to end the stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video / stream, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.